You want? Huh?
I think at 18. Well, right. Oh, the nozzles. Got the foaming nozzle in here.
Oh, look at that X.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of axes.
What are yours? This is
86.
80. Okay.
Right in the edge for an antique. I hit the horn, it's a siren, I had to switch on here and it's stuck. Like, no!
I'll give you 15.
Yeah?
Should I buy it? That's pretty cool. You know, you see things like that, you feel like a little kid.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm vlogging with it, yeah. So, a couple people asked me about this picture here. And this is Warren Sven and John Sane. John Sane with his famous Pray for Rain slogan here. Certified with the certificate. I had this for a while now. We're asking $150 for it, but for all of you viewers who are interested, 50% off if somebody wants it. So 75 bucks. So, two interesting items sold from a previous haul that you guys probably seen that I done a couple weeks ago. Two big amps. Well, a big amp and a preamp. They were both listed on eBay separately, but the same person bought them. Conrad-Johnson. This one sold for $1,000. The preamp sold for $600. Now we had shipping separately on both of them. Obviously right now it's combined. We had a shipping on this one, I believe, at $65 or $70, and this one around $30. Now this one's sitting right now on the scale, and I don't know if you guys can see it right here. It's 57 pounds by itself, and this unit is additional 12 or 13 pounds. Combined, they gonna be with boxes and all the packing materials over 70 pounds. So what are my options for as packing and shipping and choosing a service? I'm gonna go over this because a lot of you have been asking me to do a video on a heavy and bulky items like that, how I pack them, how I ship them, what service I choose. So let's get into this and I'll walk you guys step by step. So first I'm actually wrapping the unit in a bubble wrap, mainly just for cosmetic protection and so no debris and stuff gets in through all these grids, so nothing falls inside the unit. Not so much protecting the unit, it's just more cosmetic. So that's the first step. So the next step is, this is gonna be of course double boxed. Next step, I found a box that this unit will sit pretty tight in it. And then I'm using 1.5 inch foam that I'm gonna build a crate inside the box to drop this unit in. So this unit is 57 pounds itself, and it has these 1-inch legs underneath. I'm gonna drop it in on a foam that it's laying cut to fit in that box, and I'm gonna sink it in. Those legs are gonna make marks. And then I'm going to take the unit out, make bigger holes so the unit actually sinks in with those legs into the foam. So the unit is dropped in and the legs are like squeezed into the styrofoam, so there's no movement from left to right. that unit cannot move inside. What's gonna happen next, I'm gonna completely fill it with the styrofoam all the way around it, so all the corners are protected. And then I'm gonna concentrate on this unit getting wrapped, and it's gonna go on top. Now a lot of times I will do completely separate shipments of these two units, but in this case they're gonna go together, and I will explain in a little bit why. So the big unit is done, completely covered with styrofoam, blocking all the corners so there's no movement from left to right, blocking the front plate so nothing can get to the front. And I'm also using this perforated cardboard that I'm filling in all the gaps to make it tight all the way around. Also, same kind of thing is sitting on top here. That's when the next unit, as soon as I get it wrapped, is gonna go on top. Alright, the second unit is dropped in. Now I'm putting styrofoam around it so it's nice and tight. These are the handles here. So handles are against the styrofoam. There'll be no movement on each side. And then on top, and I'm surrounding also with this perforated cardboard. What's nice about it, if you cut one side of it, you can fold this around any direction you want. So for example, if this, it's cut to fit this unit now, and if it drops like this and completely covers the unit around it on top. And once again, guys, when you're gonna ask where are you getting all the supplies, all these boxes and everything, and all the filling material and styrofoam and everything, it's all dumpster dived. Free supplies. Alright, so this thing is in the first box, nice and tight all the way around. There's zero movement in this box, and the key is that everything is like super tight, that nothing is loose, nothing is rubbing against each other. Now I'm gonna, of course it's hard to film this with one hand. Now I'm gonna seal it, and it's gonna go super tight, and it's gonna go to another box. Now one more thing that I forgot to mention. I'm using this Weber grill box, and the reason I'm doing that, because I don't know if you guys see it, it's double perforated box, so their walls are twice as thick than on like a standard, cardboard box. So this is double wall thickness. Alright, so the unit is packed and taped, and I could take a chance really and probably ship it the way it sits now. Most likely it would probably get there okay, but it's such a long trip going to California. I don't want to take that chance. Too much money involved here. $1,600. We got to find another box for it. Right now this unit is coming in at, what is it, 78 pounds, almost 79 pounds. Alright, so we got a box and a box with about 3 inches of space all the way around it, which I'm gonna fill in now with this heavy duty paper that I get from next door. They actually get lawnmowers shipped in these big boxes, like Toro and Hondas. And they have this great shipping material that I get from them. Alright, so this thing is now packed with 3 to 4 inches of that perforated paper, thick, heavy-duty paper. So creates that pocket in between the boxes. If anything would puncture or anything, any side, there's no way it's getting into the unit itself. Plus, when this box gets dropped, this gives a nice cushion of that amortization movement box inside the box. So perfect. Let's seal it up. Alright guys, so this thing is finally packed. The second box is taped. I probably used a 1/4 mile of tape on it. I even taped the exterior corners, outer corners, because they tend to split sometimes when the box drops or something. So extra tape from here to here all the way around. Big box, heavy box. This thing is coming in now at, what is it, 86, hold on, I just touched that, 86, almost 87 pounds. so big. Let me explain my logic behind putting everything in one box and which shipping service I'm using. All right, so we are looking at the screen right now. This thing is going to California. $105 is the shipping that I charge, and this is what the gentleman paid. We're gonna check first USPS, what would be the charges. Obviously, I would have to separate this if it was going USPS, right? Because it's over 70 pounds. They will not allow anything over 70 pounds. This is at 87 pounds right now. So even if we did separate it, and for example, the first receiver would go a 70-pound large package, which allows you to have, actually, let me change that to large package, and it allows you to have it up to 70 pounds and 108 inches combined length and girth. Now, these are the dimensions of the box roughly if it would go by itself. I put 65 pounds, so just under 70. 28 by 20 by 14 would be the smaller box of the bigger amplifier. That comes in at 116 pounds. I mean, $116, I'm sorry. I'm a little tired actually. Took me guys 45 minutes to pack this, so not too bad, but I worked out a sweat. So now let's go and check what the same, and obviously now I would have to pack another box separate, you know, the 13-pound amplifier in a box, and that would be to California another $30-40. So I would be at like 150 bucks shipping 2 boxes. Now let's check FedEx. And FedEx, we're gonna choose home delivery 4 days. I'm not gonna do Smart Post. I hate Smart Post. It takes forever to get there. And this is residential address, so the FedEx, it does not give you an option to ship this ground. Unless it's a commercial location, then you can ship it ground. So we have no option here. We gonna go with 4 business days home delivery, which we run into the same situation because it only allows you to go up to 70 pounds. So the price dropped drastically. Same package, right? 65 pounds, 28 by 20 by 14, $56. Now I could have went that route, right? Pack 1, and then if I would change this for the second package, let's say the second package would be about 20 pounds with the box. And of course this is indirect signature required. We're gonna declare value of $1,000 on this. So the second package, even though I change from 65 pounds to 20 pounds, it's also $56. So between both boxes, this would be about $112 for me to ship. Now, I mean, it's doable. I'm going a little bit over budget that I have, but I would have to ship 2 different boxes, and the guy is getting 2 different tracking numbers and waiting for 2 different packages. Now we're gonna go to ship this item with UPS. All right, guys. So I put all the information in where it's going. Total 87 pounds. Dimension of the box is 34 by 21 by 17. This is UPS ground, and it's gonna get there on Monday, July 10th. So it's gonna take about, if I ship it today, which I probably won't, I still might. So about 10 days, but it's going ground. Here's my price, $86.50 with the discount that I have from UPS. Either you're gonna have a discount through eBay, or if you have an account with UPS, you will also get a discount. It's about the same. So this will cost me $71 to ship the whole big package all together. versus separating this and shipping two different ones. Now, if I would separate it with UPS, it would also be cheaper. The smaller box would be about $50. The bigger box probably about 35. So I would have been about 85 bucks. But by putting them together, we are at 71 bucks. So we're gonna print the label. So it's all done, guys. Obviously, when this was a little bit lighter, if it would be under 70 pounds, usually UPS and FedEx are very compatible when it comes to pricing. They come just a few dollars apart. But anything over 70 pounds, and if it's not going to commercial location, then really your only option is way you can keep the cost down. Now, I had $105 on shipping. It's costing me 71 something. There is probably about $30 difference, and you're gonna ask if I'm gonna refund that to the buyer. No, because if I would take this in actually for them to pack it and ship it, they would charge me probably about $40 to do this job. So you got to figure that all in. Now obviously I spent almost an hour on it, packing it, getting the label ready, getting all the materials, so it's right there. And the way it's packed right now, there's no way this thing is getting damaged. I've been shipping stuff like this for years, never had a single problem. I mean, if they want to find a problem, they always will, but 99% of the time I never had a problem. The way it's packed right now, it should get there in one piece. And most of the time when it's actually that big and that heavy, you will have a two-man team handling a box over 50-60 pounds. So this most likely is not going to get dropped, and it's going to get delivered right to the door with the signature confirmation and insurance. Now you can only insure it up to $1,000, so that's what it's insured for, which I'm comfortable with. Between those two units I have $400 in it, so it's cool. If something even gets damaged or lost or whatever, I'm cool with that. So that's how I do it.
Yeah, right?
Now, you have any idea what plane it was on or what year
No.
he at least got this?
No, the only research that I found through Google was, I mean, you can use it for different remote control planes, I guess. But I did look it up and I did find them under Google.
Okay.
But I know they sell individually, like each piece.
So it's a full kit, right? So
yeah, it's a full
front
kit.
and rear wings
You got
and the tail.
Tail,
Okay.
and I think this is the nose, and then this must be the wings or something, the wing bags.
Well, that's not a nose. That's on a tail. It goes on the top of the,
Okay.
I think. And
Yeah,
these
this
go on
one
the
looks
bottom,
like a
yeah.
tail, maybe. Two tails?
No,
Maybe
these
are
are
two
the
tails.
wings on a tail.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the top. So, all right, we'll do some research, see if we can find anything. But
Okay. Yeah, I just Googled them.
yeah, we look at on eBay because it gives us good indication if stuff is actually selling
Right.
and how much people are willing to
Yep.
pay when
Yep.
we look at the completed listings. Yeah. I mean, what do you want to get out of this? Any idea?
I'd take $50 for it if it's something that you guys would be interested in.
It's hard to say.
I know, right? I mean, I did price, like I said, on Google. I think this one was 185, brand new. This one here, this one was going for like 45, and I think these were going for like 25.
But
Oh.
new, of course, you know, and this is
Yeah,
not new,
right. Yeah,
so-
you got somewhere
Yeah.
here. No, I understand. They were
Um,
sitting in. I mean,
I kind
I'm not gonna mess around with a lot of it and chase around with it.
Especially when nothing shows.
Take 40 bucks, $40 for it, even if you're interested in that.
I mean, altogether, I think probably just
We-
because I don't know how long it would sit on eBay before
Yeah,
we
Okay.
It's
sell it.
just one of those
Okay.
such a special.
And then you're probably gonna get all kinds of questions. Okay, how wide is it this way? How wide is it that way?
Right,
You know, so you have to give them all the dimensions overall. But
right.
Unless you're willing to take 20 bucks, I'll take a chance on it. But otherwise, I'll just pass.
I'll take 20 bucks on it. Because I'll be honest with you, if I do anything, I'm going to go to that RC place. I don't think they're going to do anything with it, and I'm not going to jack around with it. I just hate to throw it out.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's
It's-
a market for it. It's
right,
just
there's a
time
market.
to finding the right
Exactly.
person. All right, $20.
20 bucks. Good deal.
All right, so we finally started listing the slides. Vicky had a chance to go pretty much through all of them. Well, most of them. And first couple batches she listed, and this one sold within an hour. This one sold within 10 minutes. 10 slides of Coney Island, and these sold for $60. And 53 slides of Hong Kong from 1960s. These sold for $250. So looks like we're gonna do pretty good.
What kind of cartridge was on there?
All right, guys.
I mean, it looks like it wants to go unless there's like another lock on its hands. That's the only lock.
Yeah.